Hi everybody, welcome to another deck profile today. We're covering FA, one of my favourite archetypes, and with the new support that came out for it, it has completely changed how this deck was consistency wise and playability wise. If you enjoy the content, guys, please leave a like and subscribe, share this content out to as many people as possible. Also, please give a follow and share on social media and stuff like that. Really does help the channel and it'll really help me get out to a wider community of people. But with that said, guys, let's get into the deck profile. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the deck profile and then I'll do a quick discussion on how I feel how the deck does, and then at the end I'm going to show replays and stuff like that of how the deck operates. So with that, we're going to look into the deck profile. So we've got 3 Dark Dragster, 3 Hang On Mac, 3 Whip Crosser, 3 Sonic Meister, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Auto Navigator, 1 Terraforming, 3 Call by the Grave, 1 FA Test Run, 3 FA Pit Stop, 2 FA Downforce, 1 UA Locker Room, 3 FA Grand City Pre, 1 FA Off-Road Grand Prix, 3 UA Hyper Stadium, 1 UA MVP, and 1 FA Dead Heat. For the extra deck, we run 3 Motorhome Transport, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Stardust Spark Dragon, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 3 Dawn Dragster, 1 Armory Arm, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Nightmare Griffin, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 2 FA Shining Star GT. You'll probably notice this as well. I've put a couple cards in the sideboard here. Turbocharger. I'm going to move on to this discussion bit now, guys, which is essentially the deck has essentially evolved more than what I expected it to be. When I first saw the support, I saw the field spell and was like, this is what FA essentially needed. But the thing being, we didn't get a new monster, which is one of the problems with the deck, which I'll go into in a wee second here. But the one monster that I've sort of seen cutting now entirely, I don't think you really need to run it anymore, is Turbocharger. The fact that like its effects don't really help out more anymore, and the fact that it's just a Utopia the Lightning that you have to tribute summon really, sort of showcases one of the major problems with the deck, which is that they needed another level 4 monster rather than a level 6. You can special summon this out with FA Test Run. However, if it's in your hand, it's essentially a dead card, so I've just cut it entirely because I would rather see other cards instead. But with the new UA and FA support, I have never seen a set of support do a lot better for an archetype than this. With the UA cards, it helped the deck, but it hasn't pushed it to it made it to a playable standard. With FA, they used to brick an awful lot. The fact that it relied way too heavily on you having the monsters in hand and then the necessary field spells to go off. Now with the new field spell that does the Rhoda and the additional normal summon, which is the UA Hyper Stadium, you are able to search your FA. Then if you have another field spell in hand, or essentially a terraforming that gets you into that extra field spell, you can essentially summon 2 FA monsters to the board, which is really useful. Also, a thing to note with the new UA cards, they are also classed as FA cards, and the way Auto Navigator works, it searches an FA field spell. So the fact that the UA field spell is also technically an FA field spell, you can essentially search this out with FA Auto Navigator, which essentially means there's another good target for FA Auto Navigator to search. Because originally the only good target in the deck that you really wanted in your opening hand or to search out with Auto Navigator was City Grand Prix. The fact that gave it targeting protection to all your FA monsters really did help it. So overall now the deck runs a grand total of 9... No, sorry, tell a lie. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ways to get to a field spell or field spells in general, which you would think would be an issue, but the fact that the field spells are so useful to the deck, you kind of want to see one of them in your opening hand at least. Also, you are still running a lot of the generic support the FAs have: Test Run, Pit Stop, Downforce, Locker Room, and MV. And Dead Heat's more of a tech card that I like for Motorhome Transport because it basically allows Motorhome Transport to tick up without destroying it. But the new MVP is essentially a Soul Charge, which is really useful for the deck. And now you're only really running 1 Off-Road Grand Prix because it's only really useful for the discard and searching essentially for FA Test Run, the special summon. Um, but there is a major weakness of the deck. It still relies too heavily on the 3 level 4 lower monsters to do really anything. And the fact that now in today's climate, Hang On Mac has become such an essential card, you will more than likely want to go on a Hang On Mac than Whip Crosser or Sonic Meister. And the ranking I would have is FA Hang On Mac 1, Whip Crosser 2, Sonic Meister 3. These are the two you would want to see more in terms of playability, and then FA Auto Navigator to go into the motorhome transport. Dark Dragster still a good card, but the fact that you can't really get it out without one of these guys being level 7 is still an issue, but it's still a good card for destroying a card. But overall, my thoughts and feelings on this stuff, it's great. Honestly, guys, if it's a cheap archetype as well. If you can get this for dirt cheap, go for it, and it will do okay, at least against decks that are maybe not top tier. You'll have a good crack with it. You'll get loads of wins, or you'll get some wins at least with it anyway. Against meta, Altergeist are still going to prove a problem for it. Adamancipator and Ellich will probably prove an issue for it. Necrolls will probably prove an issue for it as well. But the fact that Hang On Mac is Dark Law and will banish those cards will prove that it'll have at least a fighting chance against those decks. But like I said, guys, if you can pick it up for dirt cheap. These cards are really easy to get a hold of. The newer stuff, I don't know what rarity it'll be, but I'm kind of hoping it'll be like the super rare common slot, which will be great. But that's that, guys. Next up will be the replays. Like I said, if you like the content, please give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.